Well, good morning, magandang umaga. I think it's still morning. The reason I say that is because I had to go back to bed after I got up this morning. This flu, you know the term? Death warmed over. I think that's how I feel today. I am an example of that terminology. And if it weren't so pressing today that I'd be out at the job site, I would stay in bed all day long. But I just got a message from my builder, and my builder says we have the waterproofing company is coming out there. I have to deal with the window company for the initial 10% deposit on there, and the price quote. I did a review on that, and a couple of things look inconsistent on the price quote as far as dimensions. So I have to check that with my my builder on that. So I'm going to do that this morning. I'm going to go in and hopefully I can, I don't know, maybe I will get the hammock out inside the Bahay Kubo, and I will just relax inside there after I get a couple of things accomplished today. Well, anyway, today is Wednesday, and it is build day 150. Yes, build day 150 on the construction schedule out at Villa FELIZ. And wasn't yesterday a great day? I got to spend a little bit of time with the folks up in Makati for the interviews, and got to meet some new people and got to hear some really interesting stories. I really feel bad. I need to get the stuff done and get back. So anyway, I'm going to stop by and say hello to Michelle and Roy, whoever's there, maybe Tess, Lola, Janet, and then head on out to the site. So anyway, let's get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Lola, Janet.
Hello, Jay.
How are you today?
I'm good. You?
Oh, I feel horrible. I have the flu.
How are you?
I have business that has to be taken care of. I can't avoid it. I have the waterproofing people. I've been waiting for about 4 months for them to come. They're coming today, and then I have to deal with some of the windows, coordination with the windows, as everything is pivotal. Today's a pivotal day, so I have to do it. Sometimes you just have to put your aches and pains on the shelf and just grin and bear it and move on. And that's what I'm going to do today. I know you. You don't let. I've seen you when you haven't felt good before, but you do what you have to do. That's what us guys do, right, Lola, Janet? Let me get in. I'm very late. I had to go back to bed this morning. When I got up this morning, I was feeling so bad. I've never done that before. I just collapsed and went right back to bed again. Yeah. Let me get the stuff done.
You take a ride.
Yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be okay. See you later. Hi, Jess. How are you today? What?
You're not feeling well?
I am not feeling well. I had the flu, and I probably shouldn't touch anything around here. So, you know, it's usually, what, 3 days? The flu is like about 3 days, so I hope in a few days I'll be back to normal again. as you can see, we're finally getting to the point where we're moving our drain system, and it's going to head towards the storm sewer. They're digging the trench on the side of the house, and they will manage to inject in the storm sewer here. You see we have a really big steep grade going down, so they'll calculate it with a level, and they'll inject at some certain point, and then we'll have our emergency water overflow for water evacuation. Well, I haven't been up to the second floor all day, or again, I wasn't here yesterday, and my builder was telling me we got a lot of progress with plaster cut on the second floor. So I'm going to walk up there and I'm going to take a look and see what's going on. But before I head upstairs, I want to do a shout out. I'm going to do a couple shout outs. One is for an anniversary, and it's our good friend Bob and Sheila. Bob and Sheila are not only our friends, but they're going to be our neighbors here soon. That lot directly across from us over there, that is their lot, and pretty soon they will be building after the completion of Villa FELIZ is done. And it is their 16th wedding anniversary today, Wednesday the 16th. So happy anniversary to Bob and Sheila. And before I walk upstairs, one more, it's a birthday shout out. The birthday shout out goes to Mark from his wife Marianne. It's Mark's 44th birthday today. And Marianne wants to wish him a happy birthday. Mark and Marianne are from the central coast of Australia. So anyway, happy birthday, Mark. Let's talk a little bit about waterproofing. The vendor came out today and he brought some points to our attention that I didn't even think about. And one of the things that we did not incorporate into our waterproofing plan, because of course we're only thinking about the basement. We wanted to make sure that no water from the outside can penetrate the outside walls and get inside. Of course, at the very beginning, when we did the basement, we poured the slab, there were some comments about people talking about putting some type of a vapor barrier or some kind of plastic or something down underneath the slab itself, which is it's a standard practice, but we didn't do that. My builder did not do that. But there's a way to get around that, I found out today. And the way you do that, and this all has to do with they use the term positive flow, positive pressure. It's if you have positive water underneath and it's pushing up against your slab, and it can penetrate and come in and go through your slab and get on top of your floor inside your basement. I don't think we're gonna have a problem with that because our drainage is so good here, and we haven't exhibited any positive flow of water. The only time we get water in the basement is when we have these giant rains and it comes down the stairwell and it just trickles down like a cascading and it goes down inside to the basement. But coming from underneath, we haven't had anything like that. There's been no symptoms similar to that. That being said, it doesn't hurt to take the next step. And what we're going to do before we pour the self-leveling concrete, underneath the self-leveling concrete on the slab itself, we're going to put there's a product that this company has, and I'll get into that a little bit more. And we're going to put that down. It acts like a barrier, and so no water can seep up through that and get through your layer of the self-leveling concrete. It won't go through your thin set, and eventually through your grout, and then into your floor as well, and cause all kind of bad things like like mold and mildew and spores and all kinds of things that you do not want to get involved with. So we're going to do that. Something else I didn't think about was also on the top, on the lanai up there. The lanai goes to what now is a it's going to be a closed room inside the house. So we have to use that same approach for that. We're going to use that same barrier there that's going to be underneath the tiles that we put up there. So we have no penetration from the top side that will go through and end up inside our ceiling area. Even though it's covered up and it will be a drop-down ceiling inside there, we want to make sure that we don't get any mold or bad things inside there. We also have this lanai over here, and rain will go in from the outside, go into and we have the drains inside there. But underneath that is the basement, particularly the generator room. And even though it's a generator room, we want zero mold anywhere inside the basement. So we will put that same barrier inside that one. Then the vendor was talking about cisterns, and I'm like, we didn't even think about cistern, because we're building our cistern just like we build a septic tank. Well, you really want to make sure that you have a way of maintaining water, because water's going to be in there all the time. So we are going to put 3 coats of a solution on that wall as well. So I think we have all of our solutions in place. I'm waiting for the quote. Once I get the quote, I will share that information with you as well. So today we talked about the cistern, we talked about the 2 lanais, we talked about the basement floor on the inside, and we talked about the walls on the outside. The walls on the outside, it's a 3-step process, 3 different products. And when we start getting into that, I will go into that detail a little bit more as well. If we select this company, we will document each one of the steps so you're familiar with what we're using. The company that we talked to today, they've been in the business for 30 years, and they build or they do waterproofing for commercial buildings as well. So I feel confident that their technology that they have is good. They gave us some examples, and I was happy with that. We'll find out a little bit more when they send us the quotation. Well, today's episode is going to be very short. I am sick as a dog, but I had to be out here for the waterproofing visit, and also there was some attention I needed to deal with the windows. And tomorrow, I was going to go to the bank today, but I'm postponing that until tomorrow. I don't want to drive downtown feeling like I do right now. But I spent most of the day here in the hammock because I just had no energy. You know what the flu symptoms are. You have body aches and pains and headache, and your eyes are like sunk back, and your nose is all doing all nasty things. So I wanted to spare you of all of that, especially the nose stuff. So again, today is going to be a short one. So I hope in the next couple of days that I kick this bug, and then we're back to the normal content, and we have a bunch of exciting new stuff going on. But today, you saw, I did a walkthrough. I tried to do a walkthrough. I did not want to stand in front of the camera today because I'm beat. So, but you see what we had. A lot of plaster coat is being done today. A lot of plaster coat was done yesterday because you can see it's dried, and they got most of the master bedroom, most of it's done. Even in the breakfast nook is done inside that area, but just a little bit more it needs to be done inside of there. And they're working on the bathroom, and they are working on the walk-in closet on the second floor as well. So I expect that to be done in the next couple of days. We're getting very close to finishing. I really need to pick out some tiles. I need to pick out tiles, and I need to pick out some fixtures. That's how close we are to doing those, because I have to pick out the fixtures, because before they do the plaster coat, they have to embed the hot water pipe along with the cold water pipe for the diverters and for the control valve for both of the bathrooms. So maybe I can do some of that tomorrow if I'm feeling better. So we need to knock these things out. I have one last shout out for today, and it's a belated shout out. The Makati trip yesterday and my sickness day is causing me to be a little bit off a cue on some of these shout outs. So I would like to do a warm anniversary shout out to Wayne and Rose Townsell, who are celebrating their 29th wedding anniversary. So Rose and Wayne got married in Makati, where I was yesterday, and also Wayne is a 20-year veteran of the United States Marine Corps. Thank you for your service. Anyway, I think I'm going. I think I'm going to jump back in the hammock, and I tried get a couple of Z's here, and I need as many of those as possible for recovery, and then we'll end up closing for today. I don't think there's much more that we need to do inside the house. Alright, it is the end of the day, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go home and look for some calamansi, infuse myself with vitamin C from that, and then I'm going right back to bed. And hopefully tomorrow I have more energy and I start kicking this. I think I'll be okay in a couple days. So tomorrow is going to be build day 151. It's build day 151 here at the construction schedule at FELIZ. I don't know what we have planned for tomorrow. It's probably going to be a lot of the same what we have right now, but we are getting to the point, like I said earlier, where we have to make some decisions, and that has to do with tile options and fixture options for the bathroom, CRs, showers, and things like that. So I have to pay some attention to that here pretty soon. So I don't know if I'm going to edit this when I get home today, or just head right to bed, and maybe I can edit it first thing in the morning and upload it. It seems like my upload is much faster in the morning anyway. It only takes a few minutes to upload, and when I upload in the evening, it takes up to hours because of the problem I have with PLDT. So anyway, I'm going to head home right now, and tomorrow is another day. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream in the bottom right hand side of your screen, and you will be subscribed, and you will get the latest updates as I push new videos. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful day.